I'm fly. Every wanna get to this guy. Yes, go out tonight, I just might. Yes, style cleaner than yours, so don't buy. Yes, I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair.
What's going on, y'all? I forgot to put myself in the live. But what's going on, y'all? We got some stuff to talk about. Kerrion Franklin is out of jail. Am I glitchy? Put a 1 in the chat if I am. Because I'm trying to figure it out. It looks like I'm good on my phone. Am I glitching, y'all? 1 in the chat if yes, 2 if no. Can y'all even hear me? No? Okay, I'm good, my shoe. All right. 1. Okay, so 1. You look good on my end. So my shoe says 2. C. Patterson says 1. Healthier Than Male says I look good on her end. We're going to just ride with it, y'all. We're going to just ride with it. Y'all, Kerrion Franklin is out of jail. Okay? So we're going to get into it. Let's take care of the business real quick. If y'all want to join my tribe, please stand by my side. Go ahead and subscribe. Turn on notifications. Make sure you hit all when you hit those notifications. Also, like the video, share the video, comment in the comment section to keep you an algorithm, and also comment in the chat. So, yes, I am glitchy. Ann says yes, and Beautiful Black says yes. I'm glitchy. Is it real bad? My baby daddy is free. What's going on, Joshua? I'm looking at it from my phone. It looks like a little glitchy. I'm trying to figure out if I want to leave my Ethernet cord in or turn my Wi-Fi on. Yeah, I think it, and I think it is from the storm that's here. But we're gonna ride with it because it's not too bad. So let's just ride with it, y'all. So I'm gonna give some people some time to get in here. We're gonna play our countdown. Put a 1 in the chat if you're happy that. Well, put a yes in the chat because I want to get him confused. If you're happy that he's out of jail, put a 2 in the chat if you think he should stay. Let's play the 1 minute countdown. We'll come right back.
I'm feeling cleaner than I ever would be. It's cooler than Antarctica's weather would be. Damn, I think my swagger is a weapon to me. And dudes don't count you off the record to me. So don't be stepping to me, trying to shake my hand. I'm already the man, ain't trying to make your band. I feel the fact that I'm real, just make them mad. I be smoking helium to inflate my swerve. I'm fact that I'm real, just make them mad. I be smoking helium to inflate my swerve. I'm fly, yes, I'm high, yes. Every lady wanna get to this guy, yes. Go out tonight, I just might, yes. Style cleaner than yours, so don't buy, yes. I'm so debonair, so debonair. 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 You're not really seeing me, dog. Real talk. You feeling whacker than you ever would be. In mind, you think you would.
All right, we are back, y'all. Let me go ahead and pull up my screen so we can share this. We can get this article about Kerrion finally getting out of jail. Guess who bailed him out? His father. So here we go. It's the part that gets really crazy. Make sure y'all can see this. Because I don't see it on my. Okay, here we go. All right, shout out to the Jasmine brand for releasing this information. It says update. Gospel singer Kirk Franklin's son, Kerrion Franklin, out on bail after serving 2 months in jail. Reality star thanks his dad in post announcing his release. Let me switch this around real quick. There we go. Okay, so it says that it looks like Kerrion Franklin's dad, gospel singer Kirk Franklin, came to his rescue after all. Earlier today, June the 2nd, Kerrion took to his Instagram and shared with his 104K followers that he officially is a free man for now. In a lengthy IG post, he wrote, James chapter 1, 2 through 4. Child, he reading the chapters. This man happy out of jail. Dear brothers and sisters, this boy is definitely a church. When troubles of any kind come your way, consider it all great joy. For you know that when your faith is tested, your endurance has a chance to grow. So let it grow. I'm sorry. For when your endurance is fully developed, you will be perfect and complete, needing nothing. He continued and gave thanks to his mother and father for seemingly helping with his legal situation. P.S. Hashtag losers love rumors. Hashtag shout out 222 the real. Hashtag Team Kerrion. Hashtag shout out my mother and my father and my lighthouse. At Key Twin, thank you for the prayer and the win. The Most High is moving me in. He added that despite being out now, he still has one more case to deal with. The journey is not over yet. One more case left to handle, though freely here. I am out of jail. A lot of talk, but today the king walks. Hashtag chest lord. Hashtag wait for the verdict. And here's his post. He looks so weird in his little pictures and stuff, y'all. The original post, do you think Kirk Franklin will be bonding his son out of jail anytime soon? Now, before we get into that, did y'all think that Kirk Franklin was actually going to bail this man out? Because I definitely did think he was going to bail him out. And while I wait for y'all to respond to that in the chat, let me say what's up to y'all because I definitely forgot about that. How'd your wife, how'd your kids? C. Patterson. What's going on, my shoe? Healthier than you with Mel. Who else is here? And Thomas, Beautiful Black, Joshua, 1994 2, and Strickland. Who else is here? Just Simply, Robin Nest, Vicky Black. What's going on to everybody that's here in the chat? Let's talk about this. Did y'all think that Kirk Franklin was going to bail this man out of jail? Because I didn't think he was going to. And thank you, Mel. Y'all hit that like button. We're giving out breaking news here. And I haven't seen nobody talking about it, so I was like, let me get on and talk about it because everybody doing any leaks. Let me do Kerrion. Now, I did see on the live from the Bad Boys Club LA or Bad Boys LA that Natalie and them were said they were going to bail him out for the reunion, but now he's out, so they ain't got to do it. And I'm thinking she's like, thank God we got to waste our money on bailing this man out. But did y'all think that Kirk Franklin and his mother's going to bail him out? I mean, he sat there for 2 months. I thought he couldn't be bailed out because Larry Reedlock tried to bail him out and couldn't because of the nature of his case. Well, Kirk Franklin and mom did, so maybe something changed within the 2 months. Maybe he had to sit there for 2 months. We don't know. But he's out. He was on Instagram earlier. So, with all the things going on with Kirk Franklin and him, I'm shocked that Kirk Franklin bailed him out of jail, y'all. To be honest, I did not think that he was going to do this. But his case isn't over, which I just read that. So yes, we do know that. But he's very confident in the fact that he's going to be vindicated. So I don't know. I'm happy for him because I mean, maybe Kirk Franklin bailed him out of jail because they want him to go to this reunion so they can pay him back. Can y'all see that? Let's read a little bit more of what's going on here. Since the original post, do you think Kirk Franklin will be bonding his son out of jail anytime soon? According to our online, 34-year-old Kerrion Franklin was transferred from the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department to the Orange County Sheriff's Department on May the 25th with a bail of $100,000. Reportedly, the reality star had another court appearance scheduled for Tuesday, May 31st, and he will remain in jail until someone pays his bond. So he had bail. See, he had bail. That's what it say. Did you hear about Von? I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. He had to learn a lesson. We love our kids, but sometimes we just have to let them think about the action. Yes, I didn't know Kirk Franklin was going to on God's time. And this is not his first time being in jail, y'all. So I can see what Ann is saying. Although, as a person who has been in jail, I ain't trying to learn no lesson. I'm going to go home. And I don't think I learned no lesson sitting in jail, y'all, besides the fact that I know I shouldn't be there. I think when I went to jail, it was like, you should not be here. I was like, I know I shouldn't be here. And hopefully I'm going to get out of here very soon. So I don't know. I don't know if there's a lesson in letting your kids sit in jail. The light-skinned guy who was dating LaToya from the Real Housewives. Oh, I don't know what that is. But I mean, he went to jail. I mean, he got shot. That's sad to hear. I don't know nothing about him though. But did he die? I don't know. Storm Monroe's ex-friend. Y'all trying to talk to me about something I don't know about. Let's stick to Kerrion. I'll look this up and then we can talk about that later. But I don't know nothing about this man you're talking about besides now I know that he was dating LaToya, but he had a YouTube channel too. I know that part, but I don't know nothing about him. So sorry, y'all. I don't. I cannot comment on something I don't know about. Yeah, sorry. Storm Monroe could probably cover this better than me because I have no idea what you're talking about. It says, as previous reported, Bad Boys Los Angeles star Kerrion was arrested on April 10th for allegedly driving a vehicle in Beverly Hills. If y'all don't know about this, that belonged to a missing woman who is presumed to be dead. Police found a gun in the car. However, Kerrion Franklin insists that the murder had nothing to do with him and that the firearm didn't belong to him. During a jail interview, Kirk Franklin, and this is what they're talking about with Larry Reed Life, a estranged son stated he was wrongfully taken into police custody after cops pulled him over for a broken tail light and then arrested him on warrants he wasn't aware of. Why we always getting pulled over for broken tail lights? Why are we always getting pulled over for broken tail lights? Listen, I ain't gonna give you the news I don't know about. Because y'all be like, oh, SoDebNair said, no, he did not. What he said was he know nothing about it. Okay. Conscious made many videos about him. I can't believe you didn't see it. Conscious videos be very, very long. And I know Conscious in real life. So I don't get to watch all his videos because I can just talk to him. But I know he made videos off of what Larry Reed Live was saying. I did see him make videos about it, but I don't know the story. So, yes. I'm sorry to this man. Have you been back to jail? If not, you learn a lesson. I have been back after the first time. I went back a second time, the third time, the fourth time, the fifth time. But sitting in jail don't teach nobody no damn lessons. Because every time you go to jail don't mean that you went there for a reason that you should have been there. The lesson is get me out of here so that you understand what's going on, because that phone call costs a lot of money. You having to drive down here to visit me ain't the best part to talk about because they're recording your damn conversation and misconstrued it. The best thing is get me out of here so we have a conversation. I ain't never been a problem kid ever. So again, I don't think that leaving your kid in jail is the right thing to do all the time. Now, if your kid is out here selling drugs all the time and murdering folks, yes, they might need to learn a lesson. I don't think Kerrion is out here murdering folks, y'all. I'm just sorry. I don't believe that leaving him in jail for 2 months was the right thing. It just ain't. And I'm a PK. I'm confused why he had to go to court. It makes no sense. Something's not right. And we don't know. And even like he just said, he has one more court case. Stay tuned, because clearly he feel like whatever he did, he gonna get through it. And I do understand people go to jail who did things that they're gonna get over with it. But sometimes, y'all, the conspiracy ain't always a conspiracy theory. Amen. Okay, listen, don't y'all ain't gonna fault me for nothing. I ain't misconstrued nobody's crap. I felt like someone set him up, and I feel like that could be a thing too. I mean, because that's what he keeps saying. And you are not guilty until you're proven guilty, y'all. So let's give him his innocence until then. Sometimes letting them sit in jail only teaches them to get comfortable being male. Girl, I will cash app you at this point. Because that's so true. Black people be doing that. Like, let him sit in there until he learn the lesson. Well, what is the lesson if you ain't do nothing? What's the lesson? My family don't give a damn. My family don't believe me. Now I don't trust your ass. What's going on, Protect My Energy? And yes, y'all hit that like button. What's going on, Saki? Good evening. And hey, mods in chat. And that is very true. Black people are harsh on their kids to go to jail, and sometimes their kids are not problematic kids who are always in jail. They want to teach them a lesson, but all of us don't need to be taught a lesson. I know people who have literally said, well, if I go back in, it's cool. I know how to survive in there. Shake my head, sitting in jail isn't the answer. I'm going to do a story time about that. Because the last time I went, I was like, F it. Because I don't give a damn. People don't understand that we get arrested all the time for no fucking reason. But, everybody don't understand that. And it's an experience that I've had. So I would love to talk about it. What's going on, BJ? Let's read a little bit more of this. It says, during a jail interview, Kerrion Franklin's estranged son stated he was wrongfully taken into police custody after cops pulled him over for a broken taillight. I think I read this part already. And then arrested him on warrants he wasn't aware of, which that does happen. He said, I know that my circle is my inner circle in changing. It's been a lot of interesting things going on. I've been communicating with my pastor for the past couple of weeks about just different things that's been happening around me, feeling like I'm being set up, feeling like people is trying to catch me doing wrong. He added, put me in a position where I can be judged. And you know what I'm saying. Arrested like this is unfortunate to see how, Black men in America aiming to live righteous and living in their truth and to stay righteous are continuously treated. On this, I ain't gonna lie to you, I feel them. I've talked about it before. Going to my cousin's high school prom, we were pulled over in a limo because somebody said we were drinking in a limo. Do I think anybody said we were drinking? No. At the time, I was like anti-drink. I didn't smoke. I didn't drink. I was like in like the 9th grade. I didn't even know what I was. I was so anti this. My grandfather smoked cigarettes. I used to flush his cigarettes in the toilet. But allegedly somebody said we were smoking and drinking in the limo. So I don't trust cops. That's why I don't even drive right now. I have a phobia of cops. Ooh, excuse me. On the episode of Bad Boys, when the cops came to the house and he was trying to hide from him, made him look suspicious to me, though. It could be because he doesn't trust them. A lot of us don't have great experiences with cops. I was in jail for 8 hours, and I damn near had a whole psychosis. Never again. Listen, I think I'm gonna do a story time about the times that I went because I understand what you're saying, Miss Dre. Yes, that would be a good story time. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do one on my vlog channel. That'll be my first one. I've never been in jail, and I'm not built for that. Listen. People told me that was in jail. You ain't supposed to be here. I'm like, I'm not. So please leave me alone. They could not even force me to eat food. The guys that was there, because you look at their commissary, I gave them whenever they were with the food. I was like, I took the tray. I'm like, whoever wants this, y'all can have it because I know you're probably hungry. Have my food. I'm not eating this shit. And I think I stayed one time for like a week, and they finally gave me like some cookies. I was like, now, I don't owe you nothing because it's like y'all gave me these cookies, right? It's like, no, you good, you good. I was like, all right, because I ain't trying to be in here trying to be somebody's bitch. I've seen the movies. You know your kids do. You know what kind of kids play. Wait, what? You know your kids do. You know. Can you read it? I don't know, which is a saying. I had a drink, so I don't know. You know your kids do. You know what kind of kids play. Rewrite that one more time, please. True, but it could also mean he's been a naughty boy as well. And that's very true. But it also could mean he's not been one. You know your kids and you know what they okay. I was like, oh, don't read that one. Like, what? You know your kids and you know what they would do and what they won't do sometimes. And sometimes you just don't know. You know, you don't know. I'm sorry, but I don't know if I'm Kirk Franklin and my kid's gonna be riding around in somebody in a car from a woman who's dead on purpose. Like, I don't think that would happen. And I could be wrong. That's just me being biased. When you were younger, we would call it driving while Puerto Rican. I have two brothers and a sister, so just us for going to the store is a full car. Shake my head, yeah. And I'll leave that there. I went to jail and I don't eat anything. Look, you cannot force me to eat that food. First of all, that bologna and cheese sandwich that they give you, I don't believe it's bologna and cheese. It don't even smell like real food. And the other food, it has a stench to it. And then they give you water in like a Crystal Light packet, but it don't say Crystal Light on it. And I feel like it's something to like, it's like medication to like mellow you out or something. I'm not eating none of your food, ma'am, sir, ham, Pam, jam, none of that. I'm not, none of it. Don't give it to me. It's other people have it. I did for his, I did for of hard times too, Mr. Ed. I vowed then never to beat up nobody again in that moment. They would pull us over thinking they were going to find something, only to find out we were all brothers and sisters. Shake my head. I'm sorry, I just don't trust cops. And I agree with what you said. I'd love to see him date a fine male IG model. Kerrion, I would love him to be honest about what his sexuality is first. Yeah, I would love to see that. LOL, then them 8 hours had me stressed like 4-inch hair ponytail with no edge. You know, when I went, the times I go, I feel like I'm dreaming. Like, no, let me stop saying when I go. When I went, I feel like it's like I'm trying to wake up from this dream until I actually leave. Like, I'm like always going to sleep and like hard waking up, like, oh my God, I'm still here. Let me go back to sleep. It's always been every time I went. And then this here's the Larry Reed live interview, guys. If y'all want to check that out, that was when he was in jail. He did an interview with him. Check that out. It says Kerrion's warrants stem from a criminal case that took place in August of 2007, where he was cited for three misdemeanors listed as possession of alcohol under 21, falsely representing self to an officer, and possession of purported government issues California driver's license. The warrant was reported issued because the reality star never showed for his court case. Now, let me just say this. They don't always tell you what the court dates are. And I've been through that too. Where you go through stuff, you pay the fine, but you still go to court, you don't be knowing. And they didn't say nothing about going to court and paying no fines, but to me, I just don't trust the system at all. Again, y'all, that's why I don't drive a car. I'm terrified and petrified from cops, period. I don't want to be the next Sandra Bland or anyone else who have been pulled over in a car. The kids that got pulled over here in Atlanta when the Black Lives Matter stuff started happening, when they said go home and they was on their way home and the cops pulled them over and beat them to death, almost beat them to death and tased them. And, I don't trust police, period. I have a phobia of police. So I'm just not the guy. I'm sorry. And I avoid them as much as possible. For my birthday 2 years ago, they pulled me over because my sticker was missing off my car. The cop literally told me that I'm still registered, but my insurance is missing. I'm like, sir, you didn't pull me over for insurance. You pulled me over because my sticker's missing and it's still valid. Let me go home. I live like 2 minutes from my house. Just can you follow me home? I will park my car. They arrested me. I don't trust cops. So what he's saying, like, it ain't far-fetched for me. Just simply said, I feel you, SoDebNair. I don't trust him either. And I won't trust him. I just can't. Like, until I have one good experience with them. Matter of fact, I need more than one. I don't trust them. The egg is powder. I never even had eggs there. And I will never eat food at a jail. I will starve to death first. I bet he came to himself in jail without no bail. I bet he's probably saying that now, but I would really hate my parents. I think they purposely made the food nasty. No, they do. They do. Because there's no reason why you can't have real bologna. No reason. And the other food that's there, it stinks so bad. It's like you have to me, I feel like I would probably have to almost be dying to even eat it. So what's going on, Janicia? When he be true to who he is, I think he will be fine in therapy. Yes. Well, therapy will help him get there. Most gay men have a privilege when it comes to the cops. At what point? Because one, you don't know who's gay when they pull you over. And honestly, I went to jail at gay clubs. I went to a gay club here in Atlanta. Someone stole my phone and I got arrested because they wanted me to leave and I couldn't Uber home because I'm not on their phone. The boy showed me my phone and told the police I stole his phone. So I don't know what that privilege is because I never experienced it. What's going on, Q? Yeah, I have a way bigger story than that. We are the first pure Puerto Rican family on the block when we moved from New York to PA. So that was an experience in itself. Then to add the cops on the top of that, shake my head. Yes, I'm sorry. I don't. Okay, so Deb Mazda chat. What's going on, little boss lady? I always said they would have to put me in the hole in jail because I definitely will starve. They had to put me in no damn hole. I'm just not eating that food. I've never been bothered because I have been arrested by anyone. Most of the time I go, most of the time when I go, the times that I have been, the people there have been like, why are you here? Like, if the people that are sitting in there don't understand why I'm there, then why the am I there? You know? And it just gets to a point for me, it's like, I don't. The last time I went, I'll tell y'all this. The last time that I went, they were like, you don't even have a bond. Like, you're literally, we don't have to process you, but because we have to put you through the system, we have to process you. And they have these angry women cops here, I would say in Atlanta, and it's this chip on their shoulders, and it's the worst. And I'm gonna say women because I went to jail here like at least 3 times for stuff that doesn't make any freaking sense. And there was one place I live, it's called Clayton County, and they're known for just taking black people to jail for no reason. Because one, I think the man who owned the place, he is on, I think he's in jail now for the stuff that he's done. But he was trying to like build up his bank account. But you're supposed to get a phone call. It's so hard to get the phone call. It's so hard to figure out what's going on. It's so hard for the whole entire situation. But I would definitely do story times about the times that I went, because to me, asking black men to trust cops is like dumb to me. And yes, there are some. I know a cop that actually, when I see him out all the time now, apologizes to me for arresting me. That's how crazy that is. But we'll have a story time about that. LGBTQ people don't have privilege with police. Thank you, Jennifer. They actually will harass you, and that's very true. Don't be in a DV situation. Yes, I got a story about that situation with them. They will make fun of you and do nothing. Been there, done that. And I can write a book about it, poke your eyeballs out about it, and let you read it in braille, okay? Because I have a story about that. What's going on, low keys? They say if you don't eat, they put you on watch because they say you're trying to kill yourself. So I will be off to the nut house, sipping to the nut house. Anywhere but in that jail. Very true. I get anxiety when the police pull me over, but I turn my camera on so I can record everything. It don't even matter in 2022 because you can record them while they're killing you. So it don't even really matter about the camera. And then they get suspended for work. They're justified, and then they go back to work months later. So I don't trust police, period. It's sad you have to get nervous when you see cops, even when you aren't doing anything. It is. You should follow the real Nathan Daly. I'll look that person up. So is there going to be a reunion on Bad Boys? So let's get back to Bad Boys, y'all, because I'm going down a whole tangent about me being in jail and stuff and people being in jail. So Natalie was doing, I actually was recording it, but it was like I kept getting so many notifications I couldn't post it. None of Milan and Moolah and William the Baddest and the other baddest don't want to come to the reunion. So she went on live and was asking them. So Relly said he would do it. Curtis said he would do it. Who else was on that live? Gutta, they forced Gutta to say Gutta would do it. I can't think of the other person. It was 4 people who said they would do it. But Milan and Curtis are the ones who need to be there. And I think I think that Moolah is going to be ashamed because of his homophobia. And Milan is going to be embarrassed because he let that boy get beat up all them times. And he walked in the house thinking he was going to be that guy, and he wasn't. And he's also mad because he let that boy get beat up. So I don't know. I wonder if Gutta visited him. Gutta was when they was asking Gutta, when I was asking Natalie about getting Kerrion out, Natalie and the producer or the owner of Zeus was talking about bailing Kerrion out of jail. And I don't think that Gutter want to visit him because Gutter was like, if the man, I don't know what the man doing. He was really like nonchalant about even him getting out of jail. I've witnessed situations. I've experienced them. Cameras don't matter anymore. Nope, they don't. Facts. Yep. Joshua said, Jennifer, that's your experience, and that is sad. It is sad. Natalie said it will be. I watched. Oh, you watched? I don't. Oh, one I watched. The bad girls feel like they can't even compete with these boys. They trying to up their game, but this season has been very different from a Bad Girls Club anything. Yes, it's in the works. Yeah, Natalie's trying to get them to sign on. Oh, Jonathan was the other one. Jonathan said they can set him in between Milan and Rio. So Rio never showed up on the live that day. If those people won't show up to the reunion, then there's no point even having a reunion. They can hang it up. And that's what Natalie's trying to tell them. But they should have made them sign a contract before they started that show about them coming on to that reunion because it's stupid. Like, why would you come on the show and not go to the reunion? Everybody knows that that's where the most ratings come from. Gutter posted him a couple of days ago saying that he was missing Kerrion. Well, then that's good because when he was to give it Kerrion that energy when they was on, when Natalie was asking when they were going to come to the reunion, because Natalie was trying to bail. They were saying they were going to bail Kerrion out to come to the reunion. I'm waiting on season 2. Hope is better dude on there. I hope that they have. I hope because people were asking why people coming back. Bad Girls Club never had the same girls come back next season. So if the same boys are coming back, I'm not watching it. I'm sorry, I just won't. What's going on, Miss Robin? Hey, Deb. Good afternoon. What did I miss? I'm late. I'm boring. I'm in a boring meeting at work. We're talking about Kerrion. Kirk Franklin's son has been bailed out of jail. 80,000. Jonathan said yes, he did. And then they were asking everybody else to come on. They're asking for like shallow shit to go to a reunion. They should be going on, period. Like, y'all haven't made it. And I could see Jonathan asking for what Jonathan was asking for, because if I was Mr. Deliver, what's his name? I can't think of boy's name. Put it in the chat. Jonathan and that boy were the highest rating for that show. So I can see Jonathan asking for his money. What's that man's name? Put it in the chat. Y'all know what his name is. Deliver. Yes, Andrew Caldwell. Andrew Caldwell and Jonathan Jonathan should be paid the most money because those were the ratings of the show. None of us are like with Milan, with Darrell fighting everybody. I'm like, why are you even fighting? Milan fighting. Why are you even fighting? Milan thinking he's better than everybody. Like, why do you think he's better than everybody? You are not a big celebrity. The ratings came from Andrew Caldwell and Jonathan, period. I feel like it should have been in their contract. Thank you. If you don't come to the reunion, you get a pay reduction. You shouldn't be able to cash your check until you come to the reunion. So that is true about Gutter. Yeah, I watched this, so I know. Rio said he wants to come back for season 2. I feel like I would watch Rio come back for season 2 because he doesn't. He came in, and to me, Rio is the GOAT, okay? He came in and got beat up 12,000 times. He ate every punch, every chair that hit him, and he should come back for another season without Milan. If the same guys, then no more watching for me, period. Exactly. I'm not watching it. I'm not watching no one beat another. Well, that's Bad Girls Club, and this is what we expected from Bad Boys. Bad Boys Club storyline is all over the place. It is. They spread the shit out so much. One fight will stretch 3 episodes. So true. It just shows they were grasping for footage to use in the show. I agree with you, Marsha. Yeah, this is just him. I'm exactly 80,000. I agree with him. I agree with him for 80,000 because that was probably one of the highest rating episodes. What's going on, Miss Val? He thinks he's the star. Well, I mean, him and Andrew are the stars, and they were only there for like 2 days a piece. The rest of them haven't really given content like them. We're sick of Milan. We're sick of Darrell with the fighting stuff. Honestly, I stopped being sick of Darrell after he stopped fighting. Milan can't stop, and he thinks he's better than everybody, and I'm tired of it. And they say Milan has he does have butt injections. Milan said he's rich. Okay, hood rich maybe. I hope Miss Catfish stays home. I can't believe she brought her behind back to the house. Laugh my ass off. I don't want to see her in her Lenny jersey jumpsuits on my TV screen no more. Who are you talking about? He took them beatings for TV, and they said they paid him like $10,000 for that. Yes, Rio number line. I'm down for watching Rio again on his own season. I haven't watched this because I don't want to see people fighting. Is it the same Milan from Come Up Atlanta? No, this isn't Milan from Love and Hip Hop LA. This is that Milan. Somebody who shouldn't be on this at all. Somebody who should have elevated when he left the show and just keeps downgrading. Well, I mean, I guess if you are an OnlyFans person, maybe. Because I mean, he is selling dildos and what do they call fleshlights? So maybe I don't know. Yes, y'all, please make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the notification, and subscribe to the channel, to the tribe. And thank y'all for the love. What's going on, Angela? Never saw it. That's why I'm here to tell y'all about it, because you ain't seen it. SoDebNair, I couldn't watch the fight. I don't like to see the mess on TV. When Jonathan beat that boy with that chair, it was sad. You know, we talked about this before. It was sad. Now, when I watched the live with Jonathan and Natalie, Jonathan said that Rio picked up that chair first. And then when I watched the next episode, Milana Rio said that Rio did pick up the chair first. So Rio should have probably just left the chair sitting on the floor. So I don't know if I blame Jonathan as much as I did when I saw it, because don't pick up no chair trying to hit me or beat me with no damn chair. And then when I beat you with the chair, then you a sad story. He sure did. He took those beats down like a champ. He did. The way that Jonathan beat him up, the fact that that man was still able to go through 4 fights and then get beat up with a chair the next day. Where's Mike Tyson? Because put him in the ring, okay? Milan thinks he's the star, and he's just not. And again, I don't have no smoke for Milan, because like when I showed y'all I met Milan was very nice. We had a great conversation, but I just didn't come in with a better attitude than what he had on that show. I didn't like it. It was too much violence for me. I was like, fix it, baby Jesus, right now, not tomorrow, then right now. Yes, I mean, he should have started it from day one. The fighting was just too much. I'm like, throw the mattress in the pool like the Bad Girls Club did. Lock the girls out the house like the Bad Girls did. Don't beat everybody up. Like I don't want to see the violence. He does have injections. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, now you know he does have injections. But the only part that he don't have injections that he's blessed in is where is what counts. Oh Lord, fake butt. Oh, okay, that Milan. Yes, that Milan. Andrew did an interview. It was so funny. Andrew read the shit out of them. Okay, and he should have. He did a good job, but it was also promotion for that show. Andrew deserves a better check than what he got. Miss Catfish is Oh yes. I was glad when she left my shoe. Miss Catfish is William the Baddest. She was on episode 2 of Catfish. I did not know that. One where she was the catfish, and another where she was clouding only to discover she was stalking a TikTok star. A mess. I didn't know she was on Catfish. Rio needs some sexual healing, and I'm here to give it to him. He deserved that to get beat up 17,000 times. I feel the show boosted his ego big. Who, Milan's? Because no, it actually downgraded who he was to me. Because I was watching Basketball Wives earlier today, and because we were talking about this, and I was like, wasn't Milan? It wasn't Zelle on that season with Angel Brinks, but I forgot that Angel Brinks and Milan are best friends. So I'm surprised that we don't see Milan on Basketball Wives on this season because Milan is best friends with Angel Brinks. If y'all remember, Milan had that YouTube reality show with and Angel Brinks was on that show. I don't think they should have brought Jonathan on because he wasn't fighting people his same size, so it wasn't fair. Well, no, that's not Jonathan's fault. That's Milan's fault. Because, and that's actually Rio's fault too, because Milan brought that boy on there to fight Jonathan. And then Milan watched that boy get beat up. So that's not Jonathan's fault. And actually, the whole cast said that Jonathan said to them he came on to have fun. Everybody from the cast said that. So I think that Jonathan, I think we would have seen a lot of good fun from Jonathan had Milan and them had not tried him. And also Jonathan, shout out to Jonathan because while they were on the live, he showed his new salon. His salon looks amazing. And when they asked him to come back for season 2, he said he's not doing it because he came in to have fun with them, not fight. And they kept asking him. He said he's not coming back. He told the guy who owns Zeus if they want him to come back on that network, give him his own show. And I would watch Jonathan's show because honestly, if the whole cast is vouching for the fact that he came on to have fun and not fight, and then he beat the shit out of them, that's their fault, not his. Right, they boosted his ego and then it backfired. Yeah, it did. Zelle was meant to be on the show. Now, Zelle should have been there instead of Milan, but Milan threatened to leave if they brought him on. They should have brought Zelle on instead of him because Milan is no good. Season 8, episode 57 was the episode William he was on. No, I know you're talking about now. Size don't matter when it comes to fighting. I've seen big dudes get, and me too, get knocked out by smaller people. We see it on YouTube all the time. I know on Twitter all the time. His salon is fire. Yes, it is. I mean, like even the guy who owns Zeus was like, "Yo, honestly, we're proud of you." Like, because he was trying to get Natalie and him to come to the opening. His salon looks like a club. Like, it looks so dope. I wish I could go to the opening. It looks amazing. He said they ain't no damn bad boys, and they wasn't, and he proved that they weren't. One thing about Memphis, we will take beatings and keep it fighting. And I'm assuming you're talking about Rio. And Rio definitely did that. Rio, to me, is the MVP of this whole damn show because he took a beating, but he was still walking and still fighting after all that. And shout out to Rio. The opening was May the 28th. Oh, okay. I would watch. I would love to see him back for season 2. I would watch his new show too. Listen, I would be at the premiere. I'm not surprised it looks good. He's rich. Yeah. But back to Kerrion, y'all, because I want to get. We got way off track. I'm glad that Kerrion is all out of jail. I pray to God that he did not do what he's being accused of doing. Because if he did, that's just sad. And I don't want to see him go down like that. He seems like he's a little challenged. I just don't want to see him go down like this is like you got on a show, your dad is Kirk Franklin, and then at the end of the day, you go down as someone who was a part of a murder. Like I don't want to see that. And thank you, the Vegas girl, for the Cash App. I really appreciate it. I just seen it. But thank you for that. And you guys know you can support the channel by Cash App, Super Chats, Zelle, and PayPal. I'll be forgetting to say that's why I have to keep it scrolling. But this is all I had, y'all. Wait, what you said? They should have put us on Santana show. That would have been. They should. You know what? Also, because we're talking about Zeus, and we review Basketball Wives over here. Y'all, I want to see Dre come back on Basketball Wives, at least for one more season. The more I watch, because I've been going back and watching the old episodes, I want to see Dre come back. I would love to see Dre come back. And I want to definitely wrap up the conversation about Kerrion before we get there. But because we're talking about the Zeus network, I would love to see Drea come back, y'all. Drea coming back would be a great it would be a great story to see which direction she goes, because with Malaysia and Brandy, I guess. Drea, we need you. Yes, Loki's, I'm with you. I want Drea back too, and Sunday. I don't want Sunday back. I don't want Sunday back. I want Drea. Yes, Drea should come back for sure. I need Tiffany Pollard to do a show on Zeus. She does have one on Zeus, doesn't she? She already has one. Me too, SoDeb. We are the only ones. No, there's a lot of people wanting to come back. Drea got sick of the way they kept bullying her. Yes, because that was the season that she brought on Angel Brinks, and Malaysia and Brandy turned on her. But I would love to see what it would look like if she came back. And said me too. Drea was definitely good TV and beautiful at the same time. If she comes back, I want her to punch Sunday in the eye again. Just Drea, not Sunday. Lord, she's so problematic. Y'all, Sunday was on the episode where Jackie was trying to rip herself out of Angel Brinks' dress, trying to beat up Angel Brinks. Absolutely not. I low-key wanted Gloria and Susie to come back. I said Susie, but actually, Evelyn said that Susie doesn't want to come back because Susie can't handle the drama, like it gives her anxiety. Yes, it will. Yeah. Sunday is very entertaining, even though she's trash. Sunday, I don't like Sunday because I'm gonna just say, to be honest, it's probably because I'm just biased because of her with the Brandy stuff. What she said to Brandy about going and having a baby, I just can't. I won't. I can't. I'll probably stop watching the show if they bring her back. And I heard that she was supposed to be back on this season. I'm glad that British came back with a new attitude. And even going back and watching British, like, she wasn't really that bad. And when Malaysia and Brandy told her that she wasn't the problem, it was Sunday and Jackie. And now that Jackie has changed, I mean, how's Sunday going to come back? Like, what are you going to? Because you can't come back. You're not being a Rottweiler. So, but that's all I had, y'all. I want to let y'all know that Kerrion is out of jail, so we can stop the hashtag free Kerrion. And let's see if we can find something else to talk about. Make sure y'all check out BusyBlu's thing he did about Nene and the lady suing her for taking that lady's husband. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.